So, a lot of people ask me, well, where does the order of Melchizedek come from? Where did Jesus and Mary Magdalene receive this, lineage? Where did it all originated? It actually originated in Lyra, guys. The royal houses of the original celestial administrations began in Lyra. And then from Lyra, they moved over to Sirius. But before the creation of our local universe, there was an eternal order known as the Order of the Eternal of Days, which is also related to the original Emerald Covenant, which is an organization that has never had a beginning or an end. It's directly related to the eternal realms of infinity, of the always existing realms. So we could say that before anything, before the creation of matter, before the emanation of time, space, and matter as we know it, or what we call in the esoteric tradition, the manifest, there was just pure eternity, pure bliss, pure consciousness. And, that's where this order came from. So there was always eternity, guys. There was always something before everything. And from this eternal order, or this eternal realm, the order was able to manifest itself into the lower realms. So it divided itself into three groups for a particular reason. The Emerald Order, that is. The Order of the Eternal of Days. And in some cases, they're also known as the Order of the Ancient of Days, or the Order of the Union of Days. It's okay. So the order, the celestial administration, has three categories. You have the original Elohim, the Elion, which has a lot to do with the eternal race, the central race, the Patals, the original, immortal race, in which all the humanoids were made in the image of. And then you had the Seraphim. The Seraphim were the non-incarnated Elohim. Those were the ones that were designed to just kind of watch over the incarnated Elohim. And then you have the third branch, which is the Oraphim. The Oraphim is the incarnated Elohim. And the Oraphim is also what many in the galactic community call the original physical human race, physical human angel race, the angelic humanoid race, in other words. So they are our true ancestors. All human-like civilizations in every galaxy and in every universe comes or is made in the image of the Oraphim. Okay, the Oraphim was established within our universe and within our galaxy in Sirius B. That's where the High Council, that's where the Emerald Order was first situated and anchored before it spread out throughout the universe. It was in Sirius B. Okay, so from Lyra, you had the original race, which were the felines. They were part of the Elohim race. So you had, again, three Christed races that came together to create a very powerful intergalactic race that became known as the 12-strand DNA human Terranusian race. And that was the race that was created in the image of the Oraphim. So we come from the 12-strand DNA. Now, the beauty of it all is that the 12-strand DNA prototype that was developed by the three Christed races that hail from Sirius B and Lyra, from the original royal houses of Michael, by the way. A lot of this ties into Michael the Archangel being like at the head, or being the local universe representative of God the Father, right? He who is like God. That's where they came together to create our ancestors, the original human prototype. They came together in Sirius B. And from Sirius B, that's where we also get the concept of the galactic royal blood, right? So the Seraphim, who were the watchers of the Oraphim, originated in Sirius B. And from Sirius B, they were able to spread out to different parts of the Milky Way to establish different councils of light. And this is way before the Galactic Federation was even, thought of. And so the original establishment, also that became known as the Covenant and Seal of Palador, was originated 600 million years ago in Sirius B. And that became known as the Interdimensional Council of the Guardian Alliance of Free Worlds. So that was like the original order of light, before we had the Federation or before anything. And in our world, that council, later translated in ancient times, during the times of Lemuria, when the Syrian High Council was able to bring the Terranesian race to the earth, during the times of Atlantis, by the way, that's when our ancestors that's where our ancestors, when they first came to the earth, was during the times of Atlantis. So basically, we are Atlantean descent, guys. We don't come from primitives. We don't come from Homo erectus. That's like the biggest deception. You know, the original Atlanteans were the 12-strand DNA Terranusian race, which were the children of the Oraphim, of the lineage of the Elohim and the Seraphim. And that's what we are. And so, the beauty of it all is that, you know, we are living in a time when that original prototype that was developed by the three crystal races is now going to be restored due to the genetic mutation that's taking place. So we see this council of light, this order of light throughout history. We associate a bloodline to it. We also associate it with the priesthood. And the priesthood has always been the Melchizedek priesthood, by the way. And that's the priesthood that existed during the times of Mu, during its golden age, during the times of Lemuria, during the times of Atlantis, during its golden age, when they were able to kind of like, you know, live in harmony with one another. You had the high priest and you have the high priestess. And then, of course, you know, the Osirian groups, right, and Isis later took that concept and established the Council of Light in early Egypt during the first golden age of Egypt. So we could say that all the spiritual groups, the ancient Celts, the ancient Druids, the ancient, you know, followers of Isis and Osiris, all derived from the original Atlantean Council, which was the Brotherhood and Sisterhood of Melchizedek. So that's where we could trace the origin of the Brotherhood. From Sirius to the Earth, Lemuria, right? They were the ones that initiated the golden age of Lemuria, then Atlantis, and then throughout history, they have also worked in secret. They had to, right? After the fallen angels through Enki, right, and the Draconians took over the affairs of the earth, they had to go into secret, right, into refuge and operate within benevolent secret societies, and that gave us the scenes of the community of Qumran, which was a benevolent secret society that Jesus and Mary Magdalene were a part of. In fact, just like Isis and Osiris represented the High Council in Egypt, Jesus and Mary Magdalene also represented the High Council during the times of Judea, you know, Israel, 2,000 years ago, rather. You know, and since then, that bloodline has continued to exist, by the way. That same lineage of the Essene Holy Grail lineage. There's many names to it. You know, some people just call it the Holy Grail, the bloodline of the Arab, the ancient Druidic Celtic race. There's many names in which this holy bloodline is known as. Today, they are the Rh negative blood type, by the way. So people who have Rh negative are people that are direct descendants of the Holy Grail lineage. Is Trump, not the clone Trump, but the original Trump? Yes, he's a descendant of that, as well as the Kennedys, Princess Diana. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's the a description of the forces of light and how they've always kind of worked from behind the scenes, even within the peak of the Dark Ages, guys. They never gave up because they knew that this time would come where the revelation and disclosure of the spiritual knowledge will come back to light in order to usher in what I call in my book the seventh golden age of enlightenment. So all this was prophesied about. Do we have any questions?
Exciting.
It is exciting, huh?
It's so exciting. So you were discussing the solar flash too. I know you might just now. That's so exciting that you just said that. Any day now to 2024? 2025?
I would say maybe by no later than 2024. You know, it could happen sooner, but it's always best to be prepared.
Okay, and how should we prepare?
Just by staying grounded. Keep your vibration high, exactly, because the Earth is about to bifurcate. You know, when this happens, the solar flash is going to trigger the splitting of the timelines. So if you are resonating in high frequency, you're going to probably even go beyond the fifth dimension. Like I think I'd mentioned in some of my interviews that we're going to get the opportunity to actually go beyond the fifth for some of us. You know, just the fifth dimension is the common dimension in which most souls are going to be entering, right? Well, I'm sorry. Let me make that correction. The fourth dimension, because we can't skip the fourth dimension, right? A lot of the younger souls, or the Earth Terrans, are going into the fourth dimension. However, the starseeds and the volunteers like you guys that are on the Earth, approximately 600 million now. I mean, we're growing, guys. Yeah, with all the kids that are being born, we're still a minority, but I'm just saying, like, the starseeds are going to go directly to the fifth dimension and up. You know, not all the starseeds are going to end up in the fifth dimension. Some starseeds are going to go into the 6th, some into the 7th, 8th, 9th, and so on and so forth.
Wherever we came from.
Yes, because we have some starseeds that actually came all the way down from the 12th dimension. Yes.
So I think I've been in ships here and there, which is cool, feels really cool. But that wasn't the point I was going to say is I have this block or confusion within myself about the oneness versus if I'm part of this oneness, I also still keep my sovereignty, myself.
Absolutely.
The whole drop of water in the ocean. How does that? I just can't seem to get my head around it in a perfect way.
All right, so that's a very good question. A lot of people are concerned, well, as we evolve into the social memory complex, I'm like, are we just going to lose our individuality and just like, we're all just going to merge as one collective? Yes and no. Okay, so how can I explain this? As we move up into dimensions, yes, we become, the droplet becomes more immersed with the ocean. However, the droplet always maintains their own individual experience and memories of its own experiences at the same time, while becoming one with the ocean. So it is kind of like in the interpretation of a particle in physics, how a particle could be both wave and light at the same time. I'm sorry, wave and particle at the same time. And they're both coexisting like that. So as we move up into higher dimensions, the higher you go in frequencies, the more you become one with everything that is, while maintaining your individuality, your individual unit of consciousness. You're going to be able to pop into reality and out of reality at will. You're going to be able to choose when you want to be matter and pop into a physical body, and then dissolve your physical body and become one with the all, with the wave. Yes, exactly. And that's the beauty of living in a heightened, really heightened state of consciousness.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Sure.
When I was, waking up, my father was one of my first initiators. Okay, and he came to me in my dream, and then after that, another disciple of Sai Baba that was very advanced was a priest of the order of Melchizedek. And he initiated me into the order of Melchizedek. And I was always attracted to Melchizedek. So what is your thought on that? Is that how it's done?
Yes, that's how it's done. When throughout history, let's bring back the mystery school teachings and the initiation process that was implemented in order for a student to become, initiate into the higher mysteries. For the councils of love, or for those that were ready to step up into their role, right, as a multidimensional being, they had to go through initiations, of course, to see if you were ready, to see if you were spiritually mature to handle this information, right? Because with information comes power, as you know.
And it can't be misused.
And it can't be misused. You're right, because some of the dangers when people get into spiritual practices is they begin to operate from their third eye and they begin to activate mind abilities, and then they get stuck in those mental powers. But there's more than that. That's just the base. You have to go beyond the mental powers.
The heart has to be pure.
Absolutely, you have to be directed by the heart. Yes, absolutely.
I have to be totally pure before. I have clairvoyance. I'm an empath. I'm precognitive. I'm clairsentient and telepathic. So all those powers I was blessed with, but it comes responsibility.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, it's like with any power, you have to be responsible.
I have to be very careful how to use them. And mostly I don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, a lot of us, true wizards, true people who really have these powers, don't talk about it. They keep it to themselves, because those are the real wizards. The ones that are going around saying, "Hey, I have this power. Hey, I could do this." Those are the ones that just want to have the abilities, that just want to, get attention. But people who really have these abilities, they keep it to themselves.
Exactly.
In fact, they even act like they don't know anything. They act dumb half the time.
Exactly.
In order to conceal the secret that they're one of the guardians. That they could do the impossible. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes, to answer your question, the order of Melchizedek, when you get initiated into the order of Melchizedek, it's because they saw you as worthy. They saw that you were worthy enough to attain, this knowledge that you have.
I have one more question.
Sure.
When I used to leave my body, I traveled to the Pleiades. I'm from Taigela in the Pleiades. And then I went to Sirius. that was my next destination. I'm curious, you know. But I spent a lot of time in the Pleiades, and I've seen my spiritual avatar in the Pleiades, which was a really, really tall young lady with beautiful, blonde long hair and emerald green eyes.
Were you seeing a different version of yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Your higher self?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, my Pleiadian self, my avatar Pleiades. Yeah.
I think my theory and Lauren.
Who's doing this?
Who's that? Who is that?
Nice. Sure, yeah. What's your question?
Can you give us any tips around how to navigate ascension and still take care of business, pay the bills? Because that is the hardest part, in my opinion.
Oh, I think a lot of us are going, find that to be very challenging at times. Okay, well, there's that biblical saying that I've always it always resonated with me, and that is, be of this world, but not of it. Be, do what you got to do to pretend like you're, adapting to the human way of life, right? You want to pretend like you're one of them, but you know that you are here to, on a bigger purpose, your mission is different. So just don't get attached, be an observer, and don't take nothing personal. Always, never take anything personal, guys.
But what if you're an empath?
And if you're an empath, learn how to control your abilities. There's a way to shut it off so you don't have to pick up on negative people's energies. If there's negative emotions around you or people harvesting negative feelings, you don't have to necessarily pick up on that. So there's a way to turn it on and off. And that has a lot to do with your own devotion to to God, your own devotion to your spiritual practices. So yeah, there's a way to do both. You could do your fifth dimensional work while still living in the 3D. It's a balance. It's a balance. Like I raised 2 kids.
Yeah, you spent 15 years.
While doing the work and doing the research and writing, probably the most revealing book in the century, I hope. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's a balance. But always bear in mind that you're here as a watcher. Don't get too attached to the things of this earth. Does that make sense? Okay.
Have you ever heard of EP 101?
Of what?
The book EP 101?
Never heard of it.
Okay, that was one of my first cosmic instructional manuals for walk-ins and crawl-ins and whatever ends, okay? But it was funny and it really helped you to, focus on your mission. And also Ruth Montgomery.
Oh, right. I know who she is. I think I read one of her books.
And the Astral Command.
No, I didn't read that one. Yeah. But
Ruth
Ruth Montgomery, I did read her book. She's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going way back.
Right. I was only 17 when I read that book. That was a long time ago.
You weren't there yet, so there were other people that gave both of their knowledge, and somehow it came to me,
Nice. Oh, so by raise of hands here, how many walkings do we have? And what a walking is a extraterrestrial who signed a contract with an Earth soul to exchange and swap bodies at a particular time in their life. Could be when they're 10, 15, 20, and all of a sudden it's like the body just swaps souls. Do we have any walkings here? Just one? Okay.
I wish somebody would have switched with me, but
It
didn't work out.
Didn't work out? Yeah, enjoying your avatar? Your human avatar?
The avatar is great.
Yeah.
The avatar's an individual, so the lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. All right, so that means everyone else here was born out of the normal, you guys were, the normal process, nine months in the womb, and you guys came out as a baby. Okay, cool.
The EP 101 calls it the crawl-ins.
The crawl-ins?
Song out of it. But actually, the goal structure of the mission, and the walkers just come and help us get away. The experience that I met was a walking from Australia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Do we have any more questions?
Do you know about Dolores Cannon?
Yes, absolutely. She's one of the pioneers.
Yeah.
Dolores Cannon was a huge pioneer in the Starseed Awakening community.
Yeah.
I think she was the first one to coin the term Starseed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear she's coming back.
And then, of course, other people, started using the terminologies of indigo children, rainbow children, crystal children.
Yeah. Yeah, she says we pick our parents in our death.
Absolutely. We actually not only pick our parents, but we also pick what happens to us in life, guys.
Yeah. With
Yes.
our soul guides before coming down.
Yeah, it's all part of the contract, guys. So,
Full contract.
so always be aware. When you face your challenges, face them with honor and dignity, because your higher self chose that for you so that you could expand and grow and become even more stronger and powerful. That's why we descend into this lowest realms. Okay, the lower the descension, guys, the higher the ascension. Remember that. So that's why we're going to be exalted more than the angels, more than every other extraterrestrial. Yes, when we become upgraded, guys, everyone's going to be under us, including the Elohim. Remember I was talking about the three categories of celestials? Mm-hmm. You have the Elohim, you have the Seraphim, and the Oraphim. Right. So we are part of the family of the Oraphim, which is the physical human angel. Right? You could see that throughout the multiverse in the form of the Adama. Right? Torso, human face, arms, 5 fingers, right? Okay, so we're going to be when we become activated, guys, we're going to be at the top of the entire spiritual hierarchy.
So, right, you're saying right now we're kind of like the bottom. We're the bottom.
Well, that's because we're in the lowest dimension. Yes.
Right, we're the lowest dimension.
Yes, but as we take up ascension and we go into like the 4th and 5th dimension and above, we're going to surpass all the other intelligences that have come before us. And that's why all the extraterrestrials covered our DNA, guys. Yes.
Speaking of coveting DNA, I've been doing, I don't know if this is reasonable, I'm checking out with all of you. I've been making a shield every day in the morning and at night, just because I feel like there's so much activity and like I've been awakening a lot more and connecting with my
Your higher self?
my higher self a lot. Twice a day I've been meditating and, I'm just on fire. But I feel like I need this more protection. So I've been doing, I don't know why I thought to do this. Of course, a lot of times, it just comes to you. But I've been doing a double diamond shield around me.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, because our original DNA blueprint was a double diamond sun DNA.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I came to you. So then I say, I ask and intend that this shield.
Hope you guys could hear me.
I, invoke it. And then I say, it's penetrable only to frequencies and energies that are aligned with my highest good and my original divine blueprint. So that's all it can get in, is what I'm saying. Does that seem right?
No, it seems perfect. It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what all of us should be doing.
I
We
feel
should
like
be.
it works.
Instead of just activating our crystalline DNA, which consists of 12 strands, we should be working towards activating our double diamond sun DNA, because that consists of anywhere from 24 strands of DNA to 48. To 48, guys. Yeah. And we have that within our genetics, by the way. It's just dormant right now.
So we have multiple higher selves. Like every dimension, you have
a self. Yes. Yeah. Because as multidimensional beings, we exist in all 15 dimensions.
So I think one of the problems I'm having is, how do you know, like, what am I don't even know how to say it. Like, I feel like I am connecting to my higher self, but what am I just like making up? Sometimes I feel like it's pretend. Like it feels so crazy to me because I'm still fairly new to all this. So sometimes it's like making it make sense to me is. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I'm myself talking to myself.
Absolutely.
Talking to myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to get used to that.
My head around it, and sometimes I feel like I'm just making it up.
No, you're not. You're actually talking to different versions of yourself. Yes, one of the ways in which I'm able to, I guess some people call it channeling, but I don't think it's channeling because I just get downloads, like just transmissions of information downloaded into me.
I feel like I'm getting that too also, but then like, I feel like I'm making up, like it's not real. It's like what is real and what is not, I guess is what I'm asking.
Oh, that's when you have to go with your intuition, my friend. Your intuition will never lie to you.
Yeah.
Just go with your intuition, and go with it. If you're conversing with a different aspect of yourself, that's actually good. That's very good.
And I think I've been doing it for a long time. I just never realized it.
Well, quite frank, I think every starseed does that, whether they are conscious of it or not. And that's just part of a starseed trait. We begin to communicate with our galactic self, right? With our Holy Christ self. Yeah.
And you overlook a lot. Like, I overlook stuff. Like, I have had dreams and never even thought, hey, maybe I have psychic abilities. Like,
me too. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
so yeah.
I just thought
And
it was
then,
a wild dream.
So you just kind of overlook it sometimes.
That's why it's so important that all the information goes out quickly. to all those people that are waking up. They need us.
Hopefully they could hear you too. Because see, the questions that you guys have, they probably have as well.
Yes, we need to get that information out as quickly as possible.
Do you plan on having more tours?
Yes, I will be continuing my tour probably in February or March of next year. And go to the different states, maybe about 10 more states. You know, my goal was to hit about 12, 13 states, but I was only able to hit about 6. So I am going to definitely continue this in the spring. I just ran out of time. I have to get back home in a few days.
Are you going to be at the, is it Conscious Life? I think it's in California.
Yes,
February.
I'm actually going to be the main speaker there.
When is it?
I'm going to be there speaking from 2 in the afternoon till about 2:45 or 3. Like we're in the middle of the day. Oh, it's on the 13th and 14th of February, I think, or is it 12th and 13th?
Where at?
In Los Angeles at the convention center. It's the biggest.
Conscious Life Expo.
Yeah, it's the biggest spiritual event that happens, I guess, yearly.
February.
February the 12th or 13th. I don't know the exact date,
It's called Conscious Life.
but I think it's one of those dates.
But it's in California, so you gotta get a ticket.
Yeah, the tickets are pretty high nowadays.
There's so
How you
many
guys
guest
doing?
speakers though, including this fine gentleman here. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there, guys. I'm definitely going to be there. I'm probably going to be going over the cosmic history and the, a never-ending war with AI, and now it's not coming to an end. Thank God.
Can you tell us the latest?
Well, the latest is that the bifurcation or the splitting of the timelines is here. It's upon us. I don't know the date, but it's close. It's very close.
So when you say that, is that you're talking about like
Solar
the
flash.
solar flash is
Yeah, the solar flash is going to be the split. It's going to cause a split. Yes,
solar flash.
absolutely. You're going to have the organic positive timeline going in one direction, right, through a vibrational shift, and then you're going to have the negative AI timeline going in a different direction. Yeah,
So do you eat meat?
absolutely. Yes, I do. Yeah, but it has to be organic, and the cows have to be massaged. That's when they produce the best. When they're in their happy, high elevated emotions, they're being pampered. So I absorb that frequency of, being in that state of, I don't know what they call it, right? Bliss, yeah, something like that. It's like they're having an orgasm, right? When they're being massaged. so I absorb that. I absorb that feeling.
I love the Native Americans say thank you, to the animal.
Oh yes, I always bless my food every time. I infuse my energy, and I give it thanks, and I say, I just released you from your animal body. Now you are ready to incarnate as a human being. And it thanks me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very ritualistic with everything I do.
From your
From your mammal or animal embodiment,
body.
and now you're ready to graduate into the human kingdom. Yes.
Okay. I found I was having a lot of fear and anxiety, literally waking up with fear for a long time. And once I cut it out, I don't have that fear anymore, but I was feeling, at being such an empath, I was feeling their energy. I didn't realize I was holding their energy in my energy field. And once I stop, so I see a big difference. So now I heard you say how you eat meat, and I'm like, I tried it on Thanksgiving, and I did. I feel
Everybody's different,
Yeah.
I respect. This is the thing about diversity, guys. In the new world age, we're going to have vegans, we're going to have carnivores, we're going to have everybody. We're still going to have physical bodies. But unlike religious bigotry, we're going to learn how to live in harmony and respect each other's choices on what they choose. Yeah, because this whole schism, well, I don't like you because you're not vegan. Well, I don't like you because you're a carnivore. That's like saying, I don't like you because you're a Muslim. I don't like you because you're a Jew. You know what I mean? It's the same concept. We got to go beyond that. Everybody's body is different.
Right.
My body needs meat, all right?
Yeah.
I'm a lion.
Yeah.
Are you actually a Leo or a Scorpio?
I'm a Scorpio with Leo rising. How's that?
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
And then, is it okay for us to use our phones even though it's AI? I mean, what do we do?
Well, just be aware that you're being observed and they're creating a artificial version of you in the sentient world simulator system. So just be aware of that.
I love that Prince quote that you gave the other day about that. That was really good. The Prince quote where he says, use the technology, but don't let it use you. Really good.
Yes, sir.
The Conscious Life Expo is going to be February 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Okay.
at the LAX Hilton.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the 21st year. So, the 21st year,
Wow.
11, 12, 13, and 2022.
All right, guys. So the Conscious Life Expo is going to be on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of February. Okay, for those that are watching on
10, 11, 12.
Instagram. Say that again.
10th, 11th.
10, 11, 12.
Oh yeah, the 10th and the 11th and the 12th of February, guys. Conscious Life Expo. I will be there
LAX Hilton.
at the LAX Hilton. Thank you.
What? I'll come back. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Any other questions before I eat my acai bowl and my protein shake that's waiting for me?
We don't want to stop you from starving.
All right. Let me put a stop to this. All right. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em đã quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không còn mơ em anh nhận màu. Anh chỉ cần mơ đâu em bay. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá. Cho bên mơ em không mơ anh. Anh một đêm mơ. Chỉ cần bên em không được cần nhớ. Và chỉ có em không còn nhớ. Và người ta bên nhau như ngã tớ. Muốn nhớ về say em chỉ có mấy em ở đây. Và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mơ mày. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu. Không em như mà mơ mộng. Anh như đeo mong cầu. Và mưa bên em hút sầu. Chắc có mà mai em mơ. Chỉ có bên em nhưng đừng có mơ. Em mà đang dài. Em muốn bên ai. Anh không mong gì hơn. Chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau. Mà đừng em đâu anh mơ em. Muốn ở bên anh có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu. Ôm anh.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-N-I-F-E, right in your side. You would never see me coming. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-N-I-F-E, right in your side. You would never see me. My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he snaps me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of